We're live, pal. Welcome back to We'll Name This Later, the only podcast where Flapjack, we've banned the vaccinated. We've done it. We are an AIDS-free environment. I think we're the only podcast that is certified AIDS fucking free. My name is Mass Blake, now a world famous television star.
What?
We'll get into that. Oh yeah, you haven't heard about this. This is fantastic. I'm world famous now. It's my show. You're just living here. I'm joined by your host, the only person ever to have a two-way ticket to Auschwitz. Flapjack, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'll beat the juice to it. Okay, fuck.
You did it. You did it. You're the only one. First guy to ever do it.
Yes,
uh,
Mesblik.
how's your day? What's up? What's
How
up?
I just about to ask how your week was, but I guess I'll start.
How's my week? It was fucking awful.
Really?
It was a fucking awful week. Oh, it was a god awful week. So many expectations destroyed. So many things in my life gone now. I have nothing. I'm lonely. I'm a lonely boy.
You
This
were
week
already lonely.
I'm more lonely now because
Damn.
this week Chris Chan's preliminary trial, which was supposed to go down on the 16th, which was in my Twitter bio, by the way. Go follow me at MassBleak97. It was in my Twitter bio for I think it still is. I don't think I've changed it yet. So we gotta fix that. But the preliminary trial, which was supposed to go down this week, has been pushed back to November. So we have 2 more months of shit that we have to just wait for. Apparently the courts are filled up via COVID and I don't know, black people getting drugs planted in their cars or whatnot.
Oh,
The
jeez.
police are really busy doing all that.
And they
So
got
that
work to do.
happened this. Yeah, the police got just so much fucking work to do. So many black people, so many young black men to leave without fathers. You know how it is.
Bum
Um,
bum bum.
we got a lot of news this week. But I wanted to ask you, man, how was your week? Before I get into me being a television star.
So kind of shit. Like this.
Um,
Oh fuck! I'm hearing myself. Okay, today was like a dog shit day for me. Like
yeah,
so. I go to, if you don't know, I go to a school to make movies. I'm like video editing shit and camera stuff.
he-
So
he's
I,
gonna make the Mass Bleak documentary after I'm
yes,
done being famous.
how to be a retard. Yes.
How to
So,
be a retard.
so
The
we,
Mass Bleak story.
so I brought this, I need to do finished projects. So I brought this camera home, 4K, like with a fucking big ass cam stand or whatever the fuck it's called. It was badass.
Yeah,
And today I had to bring it back because like, you can loan it basically from the school for free.
mhm.
So it's pretty chill. You can even use it for
Hell yeah.
personal projects. Um, so I brought it back. I was supposed to bring it back, but today I have gym class. Yes, gym class is
Oh no.
gym class in college is
Oh
fucking
no.
retarded. So I had to. We have gym class in a different building. So I had to walk for like 10 minutes to get to that building with this fucking heavy ass camera and this heavy cam stand. And my
Yeah.
backpack was killing my back. Then I
Uh-huh.
had to fucking walk all the way to my normal school, which is just like a 20-minute walk. I wanted to fucking kill myself, bro.
What do you live? Do you? Is it like a campus?
No,
Like a huge
it's just like in the city we have a couple of schools from the same.
Okay.
It's called Rijn-IJssel. I won't dox myself, but yeah, we have like 5, and all like pretty close to each other, but like walking distance. But it's still fucking annoying as fuck to get there, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
and when you
My least favorite
carrying,
experience in college was actually having to go across town to go to the studio, which the music studio, which they had off campus, and then I had to be back for a math class 20 minutes after that, and the bike ride was uphill. 'Cause I'm like, I'm not
it
having a car for
sucks.
this. This place is like a mile long. So yeah, dude, no, I skipped that math class so many times.
Yeah,
Cannot tell you how many times I skipped that class.
I was like, I really don't want to go to the gym today. It's fucking annoying. But I went anyways because if you skip it like 3 times, you get fucked,
Hmm.
and you need to like the only times you can like you need a certain amount of hours. The only times you can like what's it called uh redo those hours, so you're like present, I guess.
Yeah.
That's on like a Thursday evening from like 5 to 7.
Oof, that's a weird one.
So I was like, nah.
I had an experience at the gym this week.
You go to the gym?
I'm going back. Oh, I'm going. Whoa, I'm going back to the gym. You know, evading taxes and hitting maxes. You know how it is. I went with our favorite side character of this podcast. I went with Cowboy.
Oh hell yeah.
We had a mandate, a non-mask mandate, a mandate without the mandate. You know what I mean? So we were gonna go to the gym, and then we were gonna go to this place that serves pizza. It's like a bar. It's called the Post. It's a really,
So you
really
go to
great
the
place
gym and then you
outside
go
of
get
Louisville.
pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Get carbs and beer to like,
Yeah,
refuel yourselves. Of course, of course. That's how
course.
nutrition works, right? So we go there. I think between the both of us, we did half of a set. Fuck this. We're going to go get drunk. So that's what we did.
Oh no.
And then Cowboy started doing donuts in the rain in his truck. So in the rain.
You
in
said
the
it was
rain.
a bet.
For insurance purposes, it was in the rain.
Did you cross the garage?
No. Directly,
Mhm.
no. No, we were perfectly fine, but we were doing donuts. That was risque.
Okay. Your mic, I mean your cam is
Mm.
going gray. It's off the red. Oh, there we go.
Mm.
Fixed. That's pretty cool,
Hashtag. Yeah, that was a fun day.
bro. I went to my my nephew's yesterday. My man has a
Oh
fucking
yeah,
bar in his backyard, like
he has a what?
a bar, like a straight up like little building with a bar in it,
That's tight.
and like LED. We have one too, but it's like more open. You know, it's like more of a so he can stand under it when it starts raining and stuff like that. He straight up has like a
Yeah,
little building and stuff.
that's pretty dope. I want a bar in my house. I want like the Cheers bar in my house. You know what I mean? Like I want this really rustic old wood, the thing that looks like it's been there since the Revolutionary War. I want something like that in my house.
Like,
Have it put in my garage and
I
be like,
I
no,
hate those modern bars, dude. Like the edgy ones try to be all modern and shit. I hate
oh,
that.
dude, they look like they look like those lofts that were really popular in New York in like the mid 2010s, where it's just barren. You can see exposed brick. You can see all the exhausts and stuff. I'm like, this is. I feel like I'm in a
Ugly.
warehouse rave. I'm not in. And then there's a few around Columbus back when I lived there. There's a few that look like a hospital. Like it's just white walls. And I'm like, you do not understand. This is a bar made by people who don't go to bars. This is somebody who wanted to cash in on the bar craze
Yeah.
and didn't understand what makes a bar welcoming and hospitable. I want it to be dark. I want to not be able to see anything 3 feet to my right or left. I just want to be able to see the bartender spotlighted like it's a Tarantino movie with angel's wings and like some devil horns, just because it's like you're a gift and a curse to me, but you are in between me and my alcohol, so I have to be nice to you.
Oh, bro, wanna hear something cool? Well, it's not cool. It's
What?
pretty fucking stupid, but idea behind it is cool. Um, in the Netherlands, we have a saying that you come like I don't know the saying exactly, but it's like you come up with the best ideas, writing
Mhm.
underneath like a beer. What's it called? Where you put your beer on, like the
Yeah, the napkin, a beer napkin.
yeah. You come up with the best ideas writing on the beer napkin of the back of it. It
Yeah.
that's like a big saying over here. Me and my class on Thursday. So I don't want to go, but my what's it called? We call it a mentor, like
Teacher.
the teacher you go to.
Counselor.
Yeah, the
Guidance
counselor.
counselor.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
our class is like bringing us to like. She's like really happy, a really happy woman, but she's one of those teachers
Fake.
that's too
She
happy.
wants to kill herself.
Yeah, yeah,
She has
yeah,
the
yeah.
flask under her desk
It's like
and the knife behind the chair.
it's like the kill me laugh, you know.
Oh yeah.
And
How you doing? I'm living the dream. How are you?
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like you have suicidal ideation. You need therapy.
Yes,
Touch some grass. Get out of these four walls.
so she's like, yeah, I want to have a like a less formal relationship, well, not relationship, but like environment with you guys. So what's like a good idea for to do? And somebody just yelled like as a joke, "Let's go to a bar," to get drunk.
Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
like, "Great idea! I get on it right away." She she fucking ordered or like fucking rented out the whole bar for us.
What?
I swear to God.
A teacher rented out a bar for you.
Yeah, and then we were like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
That's fucking
She's like,
awesome.
"But you can't order any alcohol, only when I'm gone." And we're like, "What the fuck's the point?"
Well, you better show up for 5 minutes, be like, "Hi, bye," and then buy me a beer.
Exactly, bro. So that was pretty. It's like, but I just don't want to go. I just want to go home after school.
Hilarious.
Just,
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I don't want to go to a school function. You know
yeah,
how hard it was for me to go to like those middle school dances because I'm like, I don't want to fucking be here. You think I'm gonna have fun in this gymnasium where I
exactly,
just
bro.
got pegged? I got pegged by a dodgeball not 3 hours earlier. You think I'm not gonna have a little PTSD when they play Shorty Get Low, and the teachers are crowded around you like,
What you gonna
you
do?
better not. You better not.
You better not
It's
get
like the
low.
DJ knows what he's playing. You hired the DJ. He knows what he's doing.
Oh,
You
bro.
don't know what you're doing.
Like our school, like we didn't have a prom. We just had like we only had Christmas galas. So like only Christmas like
It was like
parties.
the winter ball from Harry Potter.
Yeah, shit like that. So, dude, they were just playing like the worst like fucking sexual music and shit at ours. Teachers didn't give a fuck. They just watched. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
we had our homecoming in my high school. We had it in the cafeteria, but the cafeteria at this high school is really weird. So the whole building was like this big fucking rectangle, right? So you walk in on one side of the rectangle, and then it would just like there were these hallways that would spread off to the left. There'd be the gym on the right, the band stuff, the auditorium that would all be on the right. But on the left, that would be all like the actual classrooms and stuff. And it was 2 stories, and the whole building was this big open floor plan. So the whole middle of the building is just open. There's this big balcony. There's like this art exhibit thing in like the very middle. It was a very modern school. It was a brand new school when I was going to. I think it was built like maybe 5-6 years before I went there. Brand fucking new school. Gorgeous. So our prom, well, I mean, not our prom was held at like a venue, but our homecoming was held in this cafeteria. So what the teachers would do is they would be on the balcony that could see over everything, and they'd have flashlights and shine spotlights down on the kids who were like being a
Getting
little
down.
dirty on the dance floor. It was like
What
it,
the fuck?
I've never felt like the Jimi Hendrix all along the Watchtower as much as I felt that in that very moment.
Bro, our cafeteria was exactly the same. We didn't go for like our ball. We didn't do it in the cafeteria. It's like the first and the second years going to the cafeteria. The third and fourth goes to like a secluded location because we're cool. And but we also had those balconies like to the sides at the windows, and the teacher would like walk there like the fucking Auschwitz prison guards, Like you better not do anything, bro.
It's wild. Yeah, it's wild. Like they were prison. They're not chaperones. They're glorified PO officers. In that very moment, you have to recognize when they're a chaperone, they might as well carry a fucking taser because you don't know what's gonna happen with these kids. You don't know what these kids have snuck in.
The school I was supposed to go to, so my mom and my dad went to like they reviewed my school because I didn't want to go the first one.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, we'll have a look, see if it fits you. Bro, my mom walked in a building. She saw a guard with like a fucking stick, and she was like, "No, he's not going here. Like, fuck this." and we were like,
Well,
and then,
meanwhile, over here, they wheeled in a metal detector and a security
That's
guard,
crazy,
an actual
bro.
police officer for the dance. Oh yeah, they wheeled that shit in. They were like, "No, you're not sneaking nothing past us." I'm like, okay,
we had
go for it.
we had a drinking test. Like, you need to blow into one of those things, and we thought that was crazy.
That is crazy. I've never had to experience that.
Really? For
I've
like,
never done a breathalyzer.
if
I
if you
want a home breathalyzer really badly.
if you
I
were
wanna see how
drunk,
fucked I can get.
if you were drunk, you wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't let you in. That was the
Sounds gay.
I mean, we're
Uh,
like looking back at when I was like 14, I was like, well, why you just let me in, motherfucker? But looking back at it, I kind of understand, you know.
I get them.
They did sneak alcohol in
I'm a,
the toilets, so.
I'm a world famous television star. We have to get this out of the way because this is probably like the lead of the episode. I'm world famous.
I
I've been on national television, Flapjack. Oh God, yes,
wait,
twice. I was
were
on
you on
national
an
television
interview,
twice.
like in the
No,
background?
no, 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 no. Oh, they didn't. They didn't want me to steal the show from the wrestlers. You have to remember, I'm a very charismatic man. You put me on camera with a mic in front of me. Oh God, the show's getting stolen. I'm gonna get your TV contract canceled. I'm gonna do everything I can that you will never fucking forget me. So they didn't put a mic on me. But as you know, last week I went to a wrestling show.
Mm-hmm.
Very big wrestling show, big TV taping, all this great stuff happened. Those episodes finally aired. I'm on TV holding up the sign.
What did the sign
They
say?
showed me on the first show and the second show that they aired. I'm there. I'm there. I don't have a timestamp for you. I just know I was fucking there. It's incredible. It's incredible. My sign said Moxley's gonna kill you because John Moxley's from Cincinnati and it was his big homecoming show. So I had a big old sign that said Moxley's gonna kill you.
That
And they
I
were like,
understand. Yeah. They were
that's
like,
badass. We're putting that on TV.
they were like,
And they
yes,
did.
we
So
want, yes,
I'm
yes.
I'm world famous. You are talking to a television star. I've been on a national recognized wrestling program. I'm a pro wrestler now. I'm a pro wrestler.
And that's how it works, right?
I have a few updates from last week.
Yes.
Oh, it's exactly how it works. That's how everything works. You don't have to get paid to be a professional.
Fuck
That's
that.
just a suggestion. It's not the criteria.
That's like calling
I have
a
updates from
retarded
last
Dutch
week.
kid from the Netherlands a professional editor.
You get paid for it.
Yeah,
mean-
technically.
It is a qualifier. As much as I want to be libertarian about it, it's a qualifier. So last week I told you guys about El Salvador recognizing Bitcoin as a national currency. That's gone to shit. El Salvador is in the midst of riots and some of the weirdest graffiti I've ever seen. It's the Bitcoin logo with like the slash through it. I'm like, I've never seen somebody so passionately against Bitcoin because it's obviously going to ruin their inflation. It's going to drive their actual national currency. I can't tell you what it is. Might as well be El Salvador. Might as well be like tacos or something. But
Jesus.
Jesus.
If you still had the drinking, if you still had the drinking,
that was only for your birthday. You're gonna have to wait a year for that. But yeah, the Tucos, whatever they use, the toucans, they're gonna go down in value. The Bitcoin is gonna be just for the people that are in the upper echelon because $50,000 to get one fucking Bitcoin.
Jesus
And
Christ.
nobody's gonna be dealing with like, yeah, dude, nobody's gonna deal with like all these pennies and shit like that. These pennies that they could spend on, food and water that could go to their family. They're not gonna spend this on this fucking on this cryptocurrency, on this frat boy's first stock market investment.
Bro, is the like president like
babies.
retarded or something? Like what's wrong with him?
I don't know. I don't look too deep into things. I just like reading headlines. I think it's fun.
No, he's literally retarded. He has mental disability.
So France. I got off on a pretty big rant last week about France. Not a big Frenchman.
Oh, I
Even though
just
I
said
got very
France.
angular pieces. France, yes. I hate France. The stuff that they're doing is authoritarian. It's retarded. George Orwell is rolling in his grave so fast, it's generating an electrical current. So France has suspended 3,000 unvaccinated workers without pay. 3,000 families have no food on their table because France says, hey, you got to create AIDS.
Yeah.
The government comes to you, Flapjack. I got an analogy. Analogies are awful arguments, but I feel like this really puts it in perspective. The government comes to you and says, hey, you're a good looking guy. You would be great as a fucking test tube. So we're going to pump you full of these chemicals that are well behind in their regulation. And we're just going to see what happens to you. But, this isn't optional because if you don't do it, you're going broke and your family can't eat and your kids don't have clothes. And What the fuck is going on? What timeline do we live in?
Bro, we got it worse, man. I feel. Over here, they say, "Oh, it's not. You're not forced to do it. But if you don't do it, you can't go to the movies. You can't go to the fucking food. You need to like."
Yeah. It's like being accused of sexual assault isn't necessarily an admission of guilt, but there are definite ramifications
But
in court of public opinion.
you
If
know
you
what?
go
You
around,
know
you're
what's
like, no,
funny?
I'm not getting the vaccine. I don't really want it. There's going to be a court of public opinion that's like, hey, yo, we don't like this guy. Let's dox him.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? The normal, like,
Everything's funny.
it's like true, but you know our fucking president, like, not president, you know what I mean? The fucking
The
leader.
chairman of the board or whatever. Because
Yeah,
we live in a fucking techno corporocracy.
he's like, no, normally it would be like they wouldn't address it, because they know they're wrong or something shit like that. They straight up
Yeah.
stand behind the standpoint. It's not forced. It's like, are you stupid? Are you dumb?
I mean, even Biden's coming out like, yeah, no, you need to get this. You need to get this. And I'm like,
Nah,
when the government tells me to do stuff, it's like a big red button. Don't push the big red button. I want to not do it more. I want to press that shit a million
I'm
times
fully
to see what
vaccinated,
fucking happens.
but
What are you gonna do with me?
I'm fully
We are
vaccinated.
the unvaccinated podcast. You can't say that. Justin, cut that out. Justin, cut it out. Cut it out. You're ruining our brand. You're ruining our fucking brand.
Don't
You've
call me
ruined it.
don't call me Big Tech said. Some landlords are in the U.S. are evicting based on vaccination status.
Yep.
The official on radio subreddit is banning people who can't prove their. What the fuck?
Yep. Yeah. Dude, they're denying housing, they're denying jobs, they're denying opinions. It's incredible.
stupid.
It's incredible. Yeah, and now we're gonna have to get vaccinated for every 3 months for the next God knows how long.
And I'm
This
not.
is gonna
I'm
be a
not
part
one of those.
like the
I don't care about vaccinations. Just like my opinion is just to do it. Fuck it. You're not gonna fucking get 5G. But you still should be able to choose if you want to do it.
it's
I don't
your
like-
body, it's your fucking choice, dude.
Also, what I hate?
What?
These fucking leftists yelling like, "Oh, my body, my choice," all this shit. But you're forced to take.
Until it's something that you guys can hold over the right.
Yeah. It's so fucking stupid.
Contrarianism. I think being a contrarian is so mainstream at this point. It's incredible. Being like everything that you've grown up learning, like traditional values and stuff that's very instilled in America, especially like in the time that I grew up. Like traditional values were still very much in effect. It's like everybody heard that and said no, don't want to do it, and now lives are being ruined by it. There's people out there that just live in an RV or live in campsites outside their mom's house and do drugs all the time, and they think that that's a fun life just because they get to do it. And I'm like, yo, you need to aspire to be better. You need to aspire for like something like have your own place, pay your own bills, get your shit figured out. There's these traditional American values that the leftists are just like, no, we hate them because they were imposed upon us. And I get the sentiment. I get the if the government tells me to do something, I don't really. I'm always gonna be like, why?
I don't want to do it.
I'm like, why? Why do I have to? Like, me in the gym, hitting maxes, evading taxes. You know how I do things. You know how I do things here. I'm I'm libertarian Jesus. That's who I am.
Yeah,
I'm
but
libertarian
you
Jesus.
do know. I also hate these people who don't get vaccinated, who think they're the fucking Jews in World War II. they act like they're gonna get.
Yeah, they act like it's the Holocaust. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
they straight up.
I
Yeah,
do it because it's fun to get mad about. It's really fun to get mad about because it goes against my beliefs. But also,
but
it's
it's not
like,
the Holocaust.
calm down,
Yeah,
calm down.
exactly.
It's getting close, my dog. Like, let's be really honest. It's getting close. They're denying housing. They're denying jobs. It's like, wait, are you gonna like put all the unvaccinated in one certain area? You're gonna put them in these little
Dun,
uh,
dun, dun,
Section 8
dun, dun, dun.
Section 8 projects. Like, what's the next step? Because it doesn't stop here. It
Yeah,
never
but
stops here. You think you give anybody with power, you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. But regardless, anyway.
yeah, it's just like this is like a perfect example of both sides are retarded.
Oh yeah.
Politics suck, and yeah.
hmm I do have.
Fraud says the Holocaust wasn't the Holocaust until it was. I think we've like, it's different. You can't have shit like that in the present day. That can't happen. It's like, it can't go that far. I don't believe it will.
It
I mean,
does in third world countries that don't have like the media infrastructure that developed countries
yes,
do. But being that Germany was a very developed country at the time, it's never going to happen in a country as developed as Germany.
yeah. But to be fair, like, they're already going a Holocaust, going on, or like genocides in general around the world.
Oh yeah, in China, I just remembered that. Yeah, in China, they're going fucking buck wild. Yeah, that's communism, guys. If you really want to know
Even
what communism is, it's fucking China.
even
Go
North
check
Korea,
that shit
dude.
out.
Like,
Oh, dude, it's awful. Did you see that they replaced Kim Jong Un? You see how
wait,
funny
what?
that shit is?
What?
Dude, they replaced Kim Jong Un. It's not him, dude. Because you remember Kim Jong Un, he's like this fatter, kind of like ugly kind of guy.
Yeah.
He comes out, his first appearance in 2021. He's this skinny Asian man.
Really?
It's like,
I haven't seen it.
yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I'll find the picture. I'll send it to you, and you can post it up. But like, it's getting shaky out here, man. It's getting shaky. I feel like we have so much information that some of the shit that should be important just gets swept under the rug because there's just so much going on because we have access to all of it.
Yeah, it's well, yeah, it's yes.
What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I 1 sec. Okay, fixed. Yes.
Cool.
My mom
Did you
was
hear about the?
my mom
Did you hear about the?
my mom came into my room and yelled at me that I have to put shit in the washing machine.
Take care of your clothes, Flapjack. Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Jeez.
It's a professional podcast. Did you hear about the 70-year-old woman that got pepper spray at a protest?
Yeah, no, I haven't. In what country? What
Okay,
what world?
it was America. It was America.
Of
She got
course.
pepper spray at a protest, and now obviously we've seen this play out before. What's going to happen, right? The left is going to be like, "Whoa, no, police brutality."
Wait,
Oh no!
what protest was it at? Like, what kind of protest?
See, that's where it gets shaky. It's at a anti-vaxxer protest. So the left has completely flip-flopped. This is beautiful. This is just so beautiful because I see this on Reddit. I'm scrolling through the news. I'm just trying to troll for articles, just trying to find something to talk about for the show this week. So I find that and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I like this. This could be funny. This could be really funny. I get in there. Bloop. Top comment. What do I see?
Wait, let me guess.
The woman who? What? Go for it.
Was it on Reddit?
It was on Reddit. Yes.
So Reddit has a bunch of autistic right-leaning people. So I think it's like, are we also ever gonna protest about this?
No. See, you got to remember, the left runs Reddit.
Really?
That's why places like the Donald got shut down. That's why anything that is very far right leaning is shut down. But anything that's super far left leaning, like fascist left leaning, perfectly fine. They leave it up. The top comment on a 70-year-old woman getting pepper sprayed at a legal protest, because we have the right to gather and protest any sanctioning by the government. I could go outside and protest seatbelts right now. Nobody's going to fucking care. 70-year-old woman gets pepper sprayed by a police officer. Top comment on Reddit says,
I don't know why that's so funny.
It's so funny.
That sentence.
70-year-old woman gets pepper sprayed by a police officer. The top comment on Reddit is, "You mean the woman who should have stayed at home and followed public health orders?"
I mean,
But when George Floyd,
okay, there's a big
oh,
difference. There's a
when
big
it's a,
difference.
is it though?
There's a big difference
Is it
between
though?
getting
It's police
choked.
brutality.
I mean, yes, I agree with you that it's bad, but you can't compare it to someone getting killed.
Where's the t-shirts for this woman? Where's the protest for this woman? Where's
I mean,
all the where's
did
the
she
police
did she start?
brutality?
Did she depends? Did she, like, what's the situation? Did she start fucking pushing the police and stuff? Or
I don't care. Does it matter?
yes, of course. If you start, like, let's say the police make a line to, like,
Okay, so you're a trained police officer. You're about 30 years old. You've been in the force for 10 years. You think a 70-year-old woman poses any kind of goddamn threat to you?
bro, I'll pepper spray.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
if I'm a cop and some 70-year-old woman starts, like, throwing shit at me, I'll pepper spray the bitch. I don't care. Fuck off.
I pepper spray her cats because I bet you she has like a trail of cats
Yeah, she has,
that
like, a
follow
fucking
her like a
army of
wedding
cats.
train. Yeah, that's one of her D&D like saves is
Yeah, yeah.
just throw the cats at her. No, that should piss me off. I saw that and it pissed me off. It really made me
A
angry.
lot of times
The
I
fact
see,
that
like, the headline.
the left will just flip flop on any issue, and it's incredible.
A lot of time I see, like, a headline or something, or something shitty, and that doesn't piss me off. But when I go to the comments and I see how stupid people are nowadays, that shit pisses me off.
Armchair activists thinking they're doing something. I don't think I'm doing anything.
No, we're just two retards on the internet screaming into a mic about
And I've
political
never
issues.
I've never held myself as anything more.
I actually had I got a rant, another rant, like a thing that pissed me off today.
Dude, yes. What's your gear
And
grinder
it's
today,
the
buddy?
most stupid thing.
Was it almost sleeping through the podcast? Was that
Hey,
it, buddy?
It was professional tennis. What a useless, stupid ass sport is that?
Really?
It's like it's dead silence. You hear some bitch screaming while she's hitting a ball. Like, who? Be
It's like a
excited.
porn set. You just described a porn set.
Be, like, excited. Yell, like, start clapping or something. Don't. What are you doing? Like, who's excited to go to a tennis game? Like, yes, I'm going to sit there and be silent and clap once a minute. That's gonna be so fun.
See, it's the same thing with golf too. It's like they have to be quiet, and it's like these guys are professional athletes.
I mean,
Perform under pressure.
wouldn't
It's
you
not
get
like
hyped?
it's not like when
Wouldn't you get hyped?
I would get so hyped.
Like, playing
I would get so
tennis and
hyped.
people yelling like, "Let's go!"
I mean, that's the thing with pro wrestling. It's like they feed off the crowd. It's like if the crowd's really into it, the wrestlers are gonna be way more into it. It's that adrenaline rush. So it's the same thing with golf, where they have to be silent the entire time. And
Yeah.
it's like when a basketball player is shooting a free throw, crowd's not quiet for that. The crowd's screaming. That's when they get the loudest. Is when somebody's doing a free throw. It's like you're an athlete. Perform under pressure. Come on, you're
Yeah.
in front of a crowd. You. I get the whole golf clap thing
people
fucks me up
like-
too. It's like, no, if I want to clap, if some guy just hit a really really far ball, got like a 2 under par, got an eagle, I'm clapping the shit. I'm clapping the shit, dude. I'm gonna be like, you're fucking awesome. I get to see like this world class athlete in his element. Of course, I'm gonna go fucking bad shit. I'm not gonna be like,
People like
That's
Reed.
gay.
People like Reed play fucking golf. Reed
Yeah, I could
legit
never play
plays golf. I'm so disappointed in him.
tennis fucks me up.
Yeah,
My mom was a really good tennis player before she had me.
it's fun. Yeah, you ruined her career. It's fun.
I did.
But
I
it's
lost her a
like,
scholarship, actually.
oh jeez.
I don't hold that against myself. I don't hate myself. I don't wake up in the middle of the night in cold sweats. Like, what if my mom could have
It's
achieved
my-
more
it's
if
my
I was
fault.
alive?
It's all
It's
my
all my
fault.
fault. I don't think about it. Though.
What job does she have now?
She's a homemaker. She's my mom. She's a great fucking mom. My mom's a badass dude. She's the sweetest woman until you fuck with any of her, and she'll point things out about you that you've never noticed, and it will fuck with you for 10, 15 years.
Which is really, like, random.
She'll
like,
just say something.
your nose is
She'll
big.
just say a sentence. She'll say a perfectly crafted sentence. She said to me when I was 5 years old, she was like, "You find one thing, and it's all you can talk about for weeks." And I've dealt with that my entire life. It's like, holy shit,
Is that why you're doing
that's me.
Is that why you're doing a podcast?
It's probably why I'm fucked up in the head and abandonment issues. But this isn't a therapy session for Mass
Yeah.
Bleak. This isn't a therapy session, is it?
Yeah.
Is this therapy?
Talking about vaccines, getting back on topic. Guns for vaccines, like vaccines, in the US.
What?
Have you seen that shit?
No. What is this?
It's like if you get vaccinated, you get a gun for free.
What?
I saw some shit like that.
I'm getting back. Never mind. This is the only vaccinated podcast. This is the only fully vaccinated. We support AIDS in this podcast. I want a fucking gun.
Yeah, it's like,
I want a gun.
It's the most American thing I've ever seen.
God, that's so badass.
Gun
that
for
so
vaccinations.
Badass. I gotta find one of these places. I'm in Kentucky. They probably like headquarter right around the corner.
It's in West Virginia.
Oh, dude, West Virginia, born and raised. Country roads take me home. I'm going there.
It's like,
give me my Glock 19.
You have all these rednecks like, I'm gonna take some goddamn vaccine, and then like, oh, but you get a gun.
You get a gun.
What kind of gun?
It's like, okay, now you're talking my you're talking my life. I'm interested now. I have a few more questions, but I'm interested now. Like you piqued my interest.
Yes.
It's like if I got like $100 for it, I'd be like, yeah, no, but a gun?
How much is a gun like?
I'll consider it. Depends on the gun.
It
could be anywhere from like 200
Glock.
to like, those will be like maybe close to like $900, $1,000.
Jesus Christ!
If it's like a really nice like brand new one, I don't think they'll give you one of those. I think they'll give you like a little pea shooter or something, maybe like a revolver.
You know what shit I hate about the US? What like think it's fucking stupid about the US? Like sometimes I see like people talking about guns and they're like, oh, I only have this, and they get like laughed at by these fucking cowboy rednecks. It's like, if someone comes to your house and you shoot him with like a weak gun, you still shot him. Like, they're not gonna go like, oh, that's only a P90, you bitch, you know?
Yeah. No, I love the states that I've been happy to be born and live in. Tennessee actually just passed a law that Kentucky's had for its entire existence. Non-licensed open carry. You can if you have a gun, you could just open carry. You don't have to apply for any like grants to like
you can like have an AK on your back,
like
just walking around.
Yeah, I can look next to the guy in a Whole Foods and he'll have like a 9mm on his hip.
Isn't that like a thing in Texas? I've heard that happens like in Texas a lot. You look to your left and you see a guy with a bit. I remember when Gabe.
It happens. People will just do it. I mean, I don't get the carrying like fucking assault rifles.
Remember when Gabe?
Stores. I don't get that.
Gabe from Idiosyncratic, shout out. He brought a gun into Justin's house. Like he's strapped in Justin's house. Like why?
Oh, dude, just strapped up.
Who's gonna attack you? Like what?
Gabe needs his own pod. He would never do it, but Gabe needs his own podcast.
Do you follow me?
Just starts going in.
Bro, follow his Instagram. He does the most interesting stuff. Like his story, like.
Oh, dude, I got to.
He's like on the roof one day and in the Bahamas like the next day. Like what? What's your life?
He's sad.
Yeah.
All right, we got news.
News.
We have a lot of news. We have news. This is my favorite segment. This is my favorite fucking segment. Oh, dude, I love looking at.
Are we just like a political podcast now?
I think so, because all these are very political, except for I've established that the last one will always be a fun one.
We'll name this later.
IRS,
we make politics fun.
We make politics bearable.
Bearable.
The IRS will now be monitoring bank accounts with over $600 in proposed legislation by Joe Biden.
Joe Biden watching your money.
You're telling me I have a little bit more than $600 in my bank account. I'm pretty well off.
Wake up, Joe Biden.
You're telling me that the IRS is going to be looking at my shit? Oh no, we're on Swiss bank.
You really think they haven't done that yet?
They probably have, because I don't. I'm working under the table.
They say, "Oh, privacy this that." No, you don't have any privacy when it comes to banking stuff.
No, you don't. I mean, you can either be fully secure or fully free, and we are definitely neither.
Yeah, it's like I'm got like, if I start earning more with like video editing, if I get some more customers, I'm gonna get fucked in the ass. I swear to God. Like, hey, where you getting the money? Where's the money coming from, boy?
Yeah, you'll have to establish like an LLC or a corporation of some sort.
Yeah,
You'll
and
have to establish yourself as a business,
we call it
and then
Karel van
tax
Koop.
on that.
We call it the Karel van Koop handel nog wat. Something like that.
Mhm.
And they like, it's like everybody, if all these like rich kids with like rich parents who support their businesses and stuff, they're like, yeah, go get it. But it's fucking stupid. You don't get it if
Yeah,
you're not making a lot of money, because you're just
exactly.
like, you're just asking the government like, take my money, please, take it. I don't want to be
Yeah,
rich.
please. It's not mine. No, it's definitely not my
It's van
money.
Mother Russia.
Yeah, exactly. It's all going back to fucking crooked ass politicians' pockets. Why the
Yeah,
fuck
so
do I
some
care?
guy get on fucking welfare that he doesn't deserve can drive around in
Oh
his
yeah,
car and do nothing all day. Our
well,
country went into
happens.
like a crisis because of that. Like in
Really?
2012, yeah. And now it's
Our
almost impossible
country,
to get it.
our country's in a crisis.
It's been in a crisis
God,
since
COVID fucked
1960.
us. Yeah, exactly. Because this wasn't meant to be a long-term deal. Armed American civilians on a private plane headed to Afghanistan are arrested in Dubai. Vigilante justice epitomized. These guys said, "Have you seen that meme where it's like, oh, war in Iraq? Give me the boys a Hellcat, 3 AK-47s, and a 40 rack of beer. We'll clean that shit up in 2 days." These people are actually about to go and fucking do that.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Chads, absolute chads.
two opinions on that shit. Based. Also, are you fucking
Red
stupid?
pilled.
Why do you
Oh,
bring
they're
a
fucking
gun?
idiots.
Why do you
They're
bring a gun
fucking
on the plane?
idiots.
If you just go to Afghanistan, it's not that hard to get a gun in Afghanistan.
No,
You know,
we just left them because we just left them out for the Taliban to take. We
walk
just left them.
just like walk 1 mile straight. You'll probably find some abandoned U.S. base that they haven't found it yet.
You'll find a fucking tank and a Black Hawk, dude. What are you talking about? You got your pilot
I
license. You're
I,
good.
I
You can
guess
drive a.
I'm army now.
If you could drive an SUV, you could drive a fucking tank, dude. Those things are so like user friendly. It's insane.
Yeah, they're
That's one
customer
of my.
friendly. Can you actually
That's one
buy?
of my favorite stories.
Can you buy a tank in the U.S. like as a
You can buy a
civilian?
fucking tank. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Really?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you can buy everything but a nuke, dude.
Isn't it classified as like a like a level 5 weapon?
If it's been taken out of service, you can have it. Ammunition for the tank, the actual shells, highly regulated. You can have a tank with the machine gun on it. You can get the machine gun belts and everything, but the actual like big, I don't even know what they're called, the big fucking shells for the tank, highly regulated. You'll need like a government contract or something to get something like that. Or like you're one of those places that is like people come on and they specifically go there to shoot shit out of tanks. Like you're a
Wait,
business.
so what if
It's not like
what if somebody legit made an Iron Man suit?
they could.
So they wouldn't be like, hey, that's like a mass murder weapon.
People make knives out of forks. That could be a mass murder weapon.
Okay, there's a
You know what I
difference
mean?
between a tank and look at my knife. Look at my plastic knife, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Right to bear arms.
Okay. You fucking Americans.
Yeah. It's called the Texas Act, but it's not in Texas. It's actually just all capitalized. It's an acronym for something.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Act will impose a $10,000 bounty on sexual offenders. Now we're fucking talking.
Like a bounty, like fucking get him.
Like we get money for killing pedophiles.
That's based.
Yeah, it hasn't gone through yet, and I doubt it will because people are shaky about, the citizens having any kind of power or, authority in the justice that is brought upon their communities, where the government is so completely displaced from that area that they have no care about what's going on there. So, frontier justice is back, baby. We're going to have bounty hunters. I'm going to be like Walker, Texas Ranger. You can refer to me as Chuck Norris. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to kill pedophiles, and my family is going to be very, very, very rich.
Bro, I watched, there's a Twitch streamer, actually. He's a bounty hunter. He's like legit hired by the government. He streams like going out and fucking fighting these people and shit. It's pretty badass.
That's dope.
Yeah, but
That's fucking dope.
Twitch is all like, no, you can't show any violence, no. So he has a
Oh,
whole team behind the scenes. Like as soon as violence, as something happens, it cuts to black.
that's funny. That's not funny. I wish we could, I wish we could live stream violence again. Make Twitch violent
I
again.
wish we
Please.
should have like gladiators again. You know.
Honest to God, I'd be into it.
I mean, people are like, how could people watch this back in the days? Damn, people watch fucking live league all day.
Oh,
People
dude, yes, God, yes.
it's like it went from being super sensitive from about these things in like the fucking 90s, and then in
Yeah.
2000 hits, and everybody just like show fucking Kennedy execution. No one cares, you know. Just a guy getting his head blown off.
Exactly.
So
It's
I wouldn't be
incredible.
surprised if people were like, it's not that bad, you know. It's when I was when I was 14 in high school, people were showing me videos of like African people getting their head chops like up with hatchets and shit, and they were laughing, like that's funny, right? I was like, what's wrong with you, you psychopath?
Yeah, the desensitization of people these days, because like the most violent shit you could see in the '80s was like in a Sylvester Stallone action movie,
Yeah,
or like
Rambo,
Steven
fucking
Seagal.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like the most violent shit you get to see, and they'd be like, "Oh wow, this is affecting the children," but like now it's like we have that shit at our face. I could watch somebody die on Reddit in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I gotta go find people just losing their fucking life. It's the
I think
internet, bro.
I
It's
think
the wild
everybody
fucking west.
I think everybody has like at night they just searched people people getting shot or like
Hey man, you
something
gotta
like
desensitize yourself at some point. You gotta kind of let the apron strings go a little bit and be like, well, this is the reality of the world. People get fucked up.
Oh, you know
Play
what?
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
You know what also pissed me off today? I saw some fucking guy. He matched the whole hipster leftist fucking
Yeah,
look, you know, beanie, hipster earrings, round
yeah.
glasses, shit like that. He had a bag. I was like, who is this fucking? I won't say the word. Uh, who is this guy? You know, I looked at his bag and it said,
Fucking guy.
who is this motherfucker? He had like a bag and it said like, stop animal testing. I just wanted to stand up and say like, who are you gonna test it on then?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You gonna test it on your grandma?
Yeah, like,
Go for it.
and they always come back like, oh, why should animals be treated any less than humans? Because they're fucking animals.
Did he say that while chomping on a cheeseburger?
Probably. He's probably like
That's
a fake vegan. Like, yeah, I'm vegan, but I still eat cheese.
Yeah, no, you're fucked, dude. There's no half measures. In
Yeah.
all honesty, there's no fucking half measures with stuff like that. It's either you're all for it, or I'm gonna look at you as less than, because it's like, do you care, or do you just want to give off the air that you care?
Probably both-ish. They think they care, and they think they do like are activists by wearing a bag that no one reads because no one cares about you. No one thinks you're hot. Everybody thinks you're ugly. I don't want to sit next to you. Get off my bus. Get to the back.
Did you see? Did you see? Anastasio Aurelio Cortez, AOC, whatever her name is, whatever her actual name is, I can't remember it off the top of my head. AOC was at the Met Gala with that dress that said "Tax the Rich" on it.
Yeah, I saw that stupid. I think that whole gala should have like been bombed, and people would have been better off.
You know, it's $36,000 to
Yeah.
get into that gala, and also the most base part of this: the woman that designed that dress is wanted for tax evasion in New York. The woman that made the dress that says "Tax the Rich," that was worn by one of like the left's like gods, is
Bro.
on the run from tax evasion.
Activision is like I'm a fucking Activision. What is it called again?
Tax evasion.
No, I mean like fucking like going against the government. Like standing for what you believe in, like political
Activism.
activism. Gee, I'm so retarded. Activism is that, bro. Like I saw some
Oh,
tweets
it is.
saying activism is like cringe, and some people were like, "What? Just because they don't like your opinion and you're racist and this like that?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." It's like the most.
No, it's all performative.
If you actually think they care about that shit, you're retarded. Why
They
you
just want you to think that they do. It's a performance. It's a show that they're putting on in front of us.
you shouldn't be able to vote if you're that retarded. Okay. I just fucking fool
Yeah,
Adolf.
I I hate that. That should piss me off. Speaking of women being fucking awful.
This is our fucking hating women segment.
Yeah, it is, but it's the Taliban being the most based. Still, it's weird how I've completely turned face on the Taliban.
Look at
Like I
that.
used to, when I was growing up, I was like, "Oh, the Taliban, they fucking suck." As we get older, I'm like, you guys got some based ideas. I'm kind of fucking with you right now. I think we support the Taliban on this podcast.
Fucking with the Taliban.
Uh,
My friends do. Like, no joke, they
I
do.
fuck with the Taliban. I fuck with them. I
Fuck
think they're
with them.
being pretty base. They're base,
What did
man.
they do this time?
And the government didn't represent you. You are the government. So the Taliban has done away with the Ministry of Women's Affairs building in Kabul and turned it into the newly reestablished Ministry for Prevention of Vice and Promotion of Virtue. So they took away women's affairs and said, no, we're going to help men be better men. Chads.
Yeah.
Fucking Sigma male Chads.
I still.
That's awesome.
Bro, but you know what's crazy?
Awesome.
Probably in 10 years or something, the flag of Afghanistan is gonna turn into the Taliban flag on like the emojis and stuff. So iPhone
Dude.
is gonna have a Taliban flag on it. That's crazy to think about, bro.
Oh, that's so funny. It's so funny. It's almost like if Germany had survived, we would have had a swastika emoji.
Yep.
What
I
could have
mean-
happened, man?
The swastika wasn't like I don't know. I'm not sure. Adolf Hitler would probably have like turned the official German flag into the swastika because he's that crazy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he was. I mean, at every point, there's some people that really think the American flag is a terrorist flag.
That's stupid.
They're like, oh yeah, no, that promotes terrorism. I'm like,
bro, I
you need to
fucking
calm the fuck down. You need to get off the internet.
I checkmated some bitch today on Instagram. She was like, it was
Yeah.
like we talked about
You
this.
won an argument on the internet.
She didn't respond.
I
so
think you
guess.
might be the first man to ever do that.
So it was like you know from Spider-Man Homecoming, there's like this scene where they go
Yeah.
to the Washington Monument, and they're like, you know, it's built by slaves, right? I'm not going up there, like shit, like stupid shit like that, you know.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, the pyramids too, and
Yeah.
no response. Like,
It's like,
every country has a bad history, so what's the point in?
yeah, I mean, the Coliseum, every big thing that you see, I'm like, they weren't all ethically sourced, my dog. Like, Great Wall of
What?
China, y'all love going there for the culture, but then it's like, oh no, it was built by slaves. You're going to be like, fuck off. But
Yeah.
America, no, it's
Oh yeah,
completely different.
you also had some chick trying to like justify the Atlantic slave trade being worse than any other slave trade in the world.
That
Which
wasn't.
is fucking slave trade is slave trade, and they're like, oh yeah, but it's because they got taken away from their home, and it's because the skin.
You think that didn't happen everywhere else too, dude?
The fucking
You
Ottomans
think
were
slaves
like,
were just able to like live in their houses and shit?
yeah, look at the Jews. You know, they've been through some shit.
Exactly. Nah, look at the Jews.
Look at the Jews.
Uh,
Big nose and
Google
all.
can now track you. Google can now track you walking near a crime and report you to the police as a suspect.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If Google catches you near a crime, they will report your phone number to the police.
Is this only like a U.S. thing or like worldwide?
Oh yeah, it's only a U.S. thing. We're entering communist rule. You have to remember that we're on the way. We're on our way to just pure communism, and it's not going to be the fun one where everybody gets to sit at home and make their stupid SoundCloud songs. It's going to be the one where they have to go work in the fucking gulag.
Gulag. Yeah, it's a. I mean, they probably could have like done it already, but they just made it public.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you they already have. I mean, the police. There used to be a time where we had like police scanners and stuff, and it's like we had basically the same technology that the police did, and now it's like companies that give us this technology have already given them to the police and the government years prior, and it's like, what are we gonna do?
And if you
Where's
don't
our
buy
fun?
their products, you're basically not able to live in today's society.
Exactly.
Like you're not able to
Exactly.
survive without a laptop. If you don't have like a phone or a laptop nowadays, how are you gonna
If you don't
pay?
have the internet,
You fucked.
you're big fucked.
You
God
know,
forbid somebody's using a pencil.
you know what?
Somebody's using a pencil in 2021. I'm frightened. That man has power that I can't even begin to fathom.
You know what people have it good? People who live like on farms. There was some guy a couple of years ago. He lives on a farm here in the Netherlands, and he lives so
Yeah.
secluded. He only talks to his neighbors and stuff like that. He
Uh-huh.
didn't believe someone landed on the moon. He was like, "Fuck off." What are you talking about?
He thought it was a big practical joke.
He didn't have a TV, so he
That's
couldn't
funny.
like watch the landing or something. You know.
That's funny.
Meanwhile, fucking Elon Musk
Uh,
is bringing rockets back to like landing them.
yeah, we just had our first all-civilian rocket launch.
Based.
Yeah, pretty based. There's a girl with prosthetics on there. She's like, "Yep, I'm the first half person in space." I'm like, "You're funny. I like you."
Did she
Give me
really
your
say
number.
that? The half,
No, I was talking to Instagram, so
the first
know if
half
she
person.
responded.
Jesus.
First half person. I'm like, "You're fucking funny. I like you. Give me your
Did
number."
she probably
We're
fucking rich too. So
possibly. We're gonna end off the news on a really good note, and I don't really have much else to say. I think we can kind of do a short episode today because I'm just not feeling myself today.
you're also
But
tired. We're all tired today.
I'm very
I
tired.
just
We're
woke
all
up.
tired.
For the
We're all tired
people
today.
who haven't noticed it, I just fucking woke up. Massively fucking
Yeah,
sent me a message. He's like, "Flapjack is dead," and I was like, "Not yet."
I did. I sent it to the Discord. I'm like, "Hey, Flapjack is confirmed dead. It's 1 o'clock. He's not here. He's usually here like 15 minutes early, setting things up." I'm like, "Oh no, we're fucked. We're dead."
Right.
We got a good. We have two last. We have 1.5 news articles. This is my favorite thing that I've seen this week. This is easily the funniest thing ever. Do you remember those old TV shows, World's Dumbest Criminals?
Yeah. We didn't have
This
that.
would have been series finale.
What did they do?
Oh god, this would have been a series finale of it. Two robbers, right? Two brothers waltz through the front door of a bank,
Based.
and one immediately gets arrested because he doesn't have a mask. He doesn't have like a ski mask or anything. So he turns to the officer and says, "I don't know, man. Just cuff me, I guess."
What the fuck?
It's exact quote. "I don't know, man. Just cuff me, I guess." So they walked in with these guns, and officers were like, "Hey, we're arresting you." And it's like, I didn't expect that.
They had
I
loaded
didn't
guns.
see that coming. Yes. How else are you gonna rob a fucking bank?
I mean, that retarded to say like, "Oh, just arrest me." They probably it would be not that crazy to think that they didn't have a loaded gun.
See, like this is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. It is so fucking funny. They waltz in and they don't think that the first reaction to them is gonna be, "Hey, drop your weapons." And they heard that and they were just like, "Oh fuck. Well, I guess. I mean, I do have this fully loaded AK, but now that you mention it, I don't know. It was so funny to me. It was so fucking funny. And then the last thing I have written is in quotes, scientists. Just in
What?
quotes. It's a whole bullet point. It's a whole separate bullet point for everything else. It's just in quotes, scientists. I don't know what I was referring to.
Just forgot.
I just completely. I woke up one day, that was at the bottom of my notes. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I stared at it for like 5 minutes, like it was like an optical illusion. Like I was trying to get it. I was just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What did I mean? What? Is it like TikTok scientists, or is it like scientists that say things I don't agree with? What is this? I was very confused.
I'll guess I'll get to my last. It's pretty short. The note is literally college football cool. So I've been watching this. I've been feeling. I hate America. No, I didn't hate America. I just like to shit on America because you guys are American. But
And we're better, and everybody likes to go for the top.
I guess not. So there's this guy called Asfent. He's a Twitch streamer, pretty cool dude. I don't know him, no social relationship here, but he seems like a cool dude. He has this series called Aspen Tailgate Tours, and Tailgate is like the pre show, I guess, or like the event.
Yeah, where they go and they sit out in their cars, they drink beer, they cook. It's like a big party outside the stadium before the football game gets started. It's a big thing over
they
there.
go there and they fucking do interviews with people and shit like that. I just think it's fucking cool how this isn't even like professional, you know? This is college.
No.
And I think it's a cool idea that like you can just go to college and just kind of fall into that if you're good, you know?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, dude, imagine being that dude. Like fucking, we don't have cheerleaders. Why don't we have cheerleaders? I want cheerleaders. Imagine being the dude running on the field, fucking getting 20,000 people on the stage. You know?
Yeah, cheerleaders, halftime shows, tailgating. Oh God, the mascots. God, it is an event. Football is such an event over here. It is glorious.
American football, because y'all stole it. Motherfuckers.
We improved upon it.
Oh, you did not. I like to kick my balls.
We do that.
Stop throwing it, motherfucker.
After we do the cool shit, like throwing it and running it.
Why you call it football when you throw it?
Because we use our feet.
No, you don't.
Stupid idiot. Yeah, we use our feet the entire time. We're running the entire time. What are you talking about?
Bitch.
We use our feet.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
It's not my football.
You can say it doesn't, but it does. Yeah, it's not my problem.
It's not my property, goddammit.
Yep.
All right. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. I need a nap. I need a very.
I need to continue my nap. So yeah.
Yeah, we need to sleep. Next week we'll be a little bit more prepared.
I'm pissed. I was like, oh shit, Mesblik's probably gonna send me a message about Christian. And it was silence.
No, just radio silence, because that's what I got. I just got radio silence.
I was like, are we finally gonna have the big transgender debate? But no.
We're waiting on it, bro. We're waiting on it. We're gonna get it. And law students in the future are gonna be studying Christian versus the state of Virginia.
This world is fucked. Mesblik.
It's amazing.
In this really fucked world where we have a podcast, where a Dutch kid and a shitty SoundCloud rapper have a podcast, where can you find us?
You can find us at twitch.tv/We'llNameThisLater, YouTube, We'llNameThisLater, all one word, remember the apostrophe. And we'll be here every 1 p.m. Monday, 1 p.m. EST on Mondays, 7 p.m. Flapjack's Gabagool time.
My shekel time.
My name's Masblik. Yeah, shekel time. My name's Masblik. You can find me on Instagram at Masblik. You can find me on Twitter at Masblik97, where I don't really tweet anything anymore. I don't really use Twitter like that. I go on and I like stuff. I mostly just lay down and watch TikTok. I've had a lot of days off work this week, so I'm kind of just chilling, not doing anything. It's been really nice because I've been on go for a little while, so it's like nice to just stay in the house, not have to go outside. It's really great. It's based.
You can find me on the Flapjack_123 and on Twitter.
A little more spit in that one, buddy.
Also on Instagram. Don't follow. I don't post. I don't know why you would follow me. Are fucking weird. Yes.
Yeah, when Flapjack posts like something on his story, I'm like, oh god, this is important.
It's always like a picture of the fucking bottle or something like. This looks nice. Look at it. It's also 5 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, you can follow me on there. If you go to our YouTube, you can find the link tree. So if you're a lazy cunt, you don't want to fucking type, you can just find our links there. Don't have to bother. Shout out to Justin for mastering our episodes and giving us perfect quality.
For once.
For once.
Oh God, for once. Jesus.
And
listening audio only is it's shaky.
It's shaky.
It's shaky.
It's shaky. You know what's also shaky? That this podcast has been going for 2 months.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end this 2-month celebration with a fuck you, Alex.
Fuck you, Alex.